Turn the volume up. This that blueprint talk.
DJ, you wanna fade him.
The Dream Hustle Podcast. Let's walk.
Clock hit midnight, I'm still wide-eyed, wide vision on the whiteboard, whole wall map like a Y. Turn every one day to a date and a budget. Faith in my spirit, but the numbers still crunch quick. Ownership heavy, name on the deed, not guest list. Equity, leverage, cool head, never desperate. No cosign, savior, just God in the game plan. Purpose in the struggle, made a kingdom from the same sand. Late nights, low lights, screen glow on my face. Old fears, new skills, real growth, same pace. Discipline daily, even when the vibe feels off. I don't wait for a feeling, I just show up and push off.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's a movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band, save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Indie on the payroll, boss on the bio. Every stream, every sale, got receipts in the file. Studios in the basements, turn the boardrooms quiet. Where ideas go from maybe to bet. Let's try it. Lessons from the losses, wore the L's like armor. Did the math on my habits, cut the ones that harm. The smart hustle, sharp hustle, every move with a purpose. If it don't build a mission, then the time ain't worth it. I pray, then I scheduled, I work, then I measured. Let the metrics keep me honest, let the process be the treasure. It's bigger than a slogan, bigger than the brand. This the Dream Hustle Podcast, whole world understands.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind to the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, that's a movement now. If you're locked in the lab, if you're stacking your band, save vision, faith, hustle till it's part of your stance.
Hey. Late nights, early flights, late fly, same fight, same high. Feel like we just move right. For every indie in the trenches, every owner in the making. The Dream Hustle Podcast, this the anthem for your patience.
We turn dreams into plans, that's the move right now. The Dream Hustle Podcast, whole crew locked down. From the grind till the crown in hand. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan. Save vision, faith, hustle, let it run through the fan.
Yo, peace. What's good, Dream Hustlers? It's your man, DJ Universe, and today we bringing everything full circle. Last episode, we talked about the Dream Hustle process, right? Vision, belief, action, adaptation, alignment. That's the foundation. That's the mindset. That's the energy you gotta move with if you really want to build something out here. And I stand on that. For real. Because every dream starts there. You gotta see it before anybody else sees it. You gotta believe when the results ain't showed up yet. You gotta take action even when it feels uncomfortable. You gotta adapt when stuff changes, because it always changes, and you gotta stay aligned with who you are and where you say you're trying to go. But today I want to show you something powerful, because a lot of y'all got the vision. A lot of y'all believe. A lot of y'all are even working. You posting, recording, dropping, networking, trying to make something shake. But if I'm being real with you, a lot of artists are still missing the structure. You still missing the roadmap. You still guessing your way through your career. And that right there is what slows everything down. And let me be real. Guessing is expensive. It sounds small, but it costs big. Time gets wasted because you moving with no plan. Money gets wasted because you spending on stuff you don't fully understand. Energy gets wasted because you doing a whole lot and not seeing the results match the effort. I've seen it. I've lived enough of this game to know how easy it is to stay busy but not actually move forward. That's a frustrating place to be, especially when you know you got talent and you know you got more within yourself. So that's why I created something for you, something real, something actionable, something that cuts through all the confusion and gives you a clearer way to move. Not more noise, not more random advice from 10 different people online telling you 10 different things. I'm talking about structure. I'm talking about a real foundation you can actually use. Because talent without structure, it stalls. Ambition without direction, it burns out. And belief without a roadmap, man, sometimes it has you running in circles. That's why this episode matters. This is not just motivation for motivation's sake. Y'all know I'm always going to give you that dream hustle energy, but I also want to give you something you can apply. Something that helps you move smarter, not just harder. So, if you've been feeling like, yo, I know I'm called to do more, but I'm not sure what step comes next, this is for you. If you've been putting in work, but the pieces still feel disconnected, this is for you. And if you're tired of winging it and ready to actually build, then lock in with me, because this right here might be the shortcut you've been missing. Let's talk about what's really going on with independent artists right now. Straight up, independent artists have more opportunity than ever. More than ever. You don't need a label to start. You don't need permission. You don't need some gatekeeper standing at the door saying you can come in now. The game opened up. You can create from anywhere, distribute from anywhere, build from anywhere. That part is powerful. But here's the problem. Even though the opportunity is there, a lot of artists still don't have guidance. And that changes everything. Because access without guidance can still leave you stuck. You got the tools, but no system. You got the platform, but no direction. You got the music, but no real strategy behind it. So what happens? Artists drop music with no strategy. They just release because they feel like it's time to release. No rollout, no plan, no intention behind how it connects to the bigger picture. Then they post content with no direction. Just posting to post. One day this, one day that. No consistency, no message, no brand being built. And then they spend money on promotion with no system. They boosting random things, paying for random looks, trying random plays, and wondering why nothing is really growing the way they hoped it would. And let me say this clearly, most of the time it's not talent. It's not even effort. A lot of artists are working hard. They care. They want it. The missing piece is structure. That's what's holding a lot of people back. Not because they can't win, but because they're moving without a framework that helps them win consistently. And that's exactly what we fixed at Down by Law Management. That gap between talent and traction, between effort and execution, between dropping music and actually building a career, that's the gap we're talking about. So let me introduce you to something that can really change your trajectory, the Down by Law Management Free Independent Artist Blueprint. This isn't theory. This isn't fluff. This isn't just something that sounds good on a post. This is real strategy. This is the kind of foundation that helps artists build brands, grow audiences, and position themselves in the industry with intention. And I want you to hear that word, intention, because random moves create random results. Intentional moves, that's how you start changing the game for yourself. So, if you've been feeling like you got the drive but not the guidance, if you've been making moves but they don't seem connected, if you've been trying to figure this whole thing out alone, this blueprint is the solution we put together to help cut through that. Not to overwhelm you, to clarify things, to help you stop guessing and start building. So let's get into what's inside, because this is where it gets real. Inside the Down by Law Management Free Independent Artist Blueprint, you're going to learn how to build your artist brand the right way. Not just a logo, not just a name, but how you position yourself so people understand who you are and what you stand for. You're going to learn how to release music strategically instead of randomly, because every release should mean something and build on the last one. You're going to learn how to use content to grow your audience, not just fill up a feed. You're going to learn how to turn attention into real fans. And you're going to start thinking like a business, not just an artist. Because once you shift from just being an artist to being an entrepreneur, everything changes. The way you move changes. The way you plan changes. The way you see your value changes. And the best part? It's free. No excuses. You can get access to something that gives you real structure without having to sit there and wonder if you should do it. Do it. And let me tell you why this matters right now. We're in a new era. Independent is winning. Ownership is winning. Distribution is wide open. The opportunity is here. But the gap, and I keep saying this because it matters, the gap is knowledge. The gap is strategy. The gap is execution. The artists who win in this era are not just talented, they're intentional. They move with purpose. They build systems. They understand branding, marketing, and positioning. This blueprint gives you that foundation, so instead of moving blindly, you move strategically. Now, here's the truth most people won't tell you. Information alone won't change your life. Execution will. The blueprint is step one. What you do after you read it, that's what separates you. That's why this isn't just about grabbing a free resource and going back to doing the same thing. This is about using it, applying it, and deciding that you're going to treat your career like something real. So here's what I want you to do. Go to downbylawmanagementllc.com. Download the free Independent Artist Blueprint. Study it. Apply it. Then, if you're serious, if you're not just playing around with your music, if you actually want to build something real, book a consultation call with me, DJ Universe, at Down by Law Management. On that call, we're going to break down where you are, where you want to go, and how we can help you get there. This ain't generic advice. This is tailored strategy. So the question is simple. Are you the artist who keeps guessing, or the artist who gets the blueprint? Are you the artist who stays stuck, or the artist who starts building? The opportunity is right here. Free blueprint, real strategy, direct access to a team that understands the game. All you got to do is take action. Go to the website, download the blueprint, book the call, and start building your career the right way. Dream Hustlers, this is how we move from ideas to execution to results. Dream big, hustle hard, own everything. I'll see you on the inside, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, blessings, gratitude, and one love, peace.
Here's DJ U. Walk in the room, that's proof. Blueprint tucked in the suit. Turn every bar to a business move. Down by law management, say it with respect. Name on the paperwork, name on the check. Ownership talks, I don't flex on credit. Put my people in position, then I go let them set it. We don't chase cosigns, we sign our own. Turn a mixtape dream to a bossed up home. From the basement grind to the boardroom seats. Got a LLC for the legacy, not just tweets. This that on your masters, this that on your mind. We building brands for the long run, not just a quick shine. Down by law, we stand on it. Heavy on the code, keep our hands on it. Independent, but the power feel enormous. Strategy and honor, that's the real performance. Down by law management, write it in stone. We don't rent respect, we buy back the throne. For the culture, for the fan, for the ones who believe. This is CEO anthem, we were born to lead. Let's go. I see a hungry artist, I see a future boss. Teach them equity and leverage, how to price they call. Show them how to make a catalog. Move like stock, make the merch feel rare. Make the logo talk, brand on point. From the rollout plan to the drop date, timing to the core date. One fans, we break bread fair. Loyal to the soil, never snake the circle. Keep the contracts loyal. I'm talking late night calls, early AM flights. Turn pain into product, turn struggle into rights. Got lawyers on the line, got mentors in the room. If they try to play the culture, we return with truth. We stand on it, heavy on the code, keep our hands on it. Independent, but the power feel enormous. Strategy and honor, that's the real performance. Down by law management, write it in stone. We don't rent respect, we buy back the throne. For the culture, for the fam, for the ones who believe. This is CEO anthem we were born to lead. Who taught you how to read that deal? Who told you that your art worth real? Who showed you that your face could be a seal on a company you built that's generational still? We ain't just chasing charts, we chasing freedom. Turn every last fan to a kingdom, we lead them. Down by law, that's the code, that's the creed. We don't just win alone, we make leaders succeed. Down by law, we stand on it. Heavy on the code, keep our hands